One of the challenging pieces has been how we make guidance that is general enough so that it can be applied to New York City and rural Montana and Indian country, which is our responsibility, and yet have it be specific enough so that people can get their questions answered.
COVID-19 vaccines for children under 5 could start arriving at pediatricians' offices as soon as February 21st if the FDA authorizes the formula next week. The federal government already prepping 10 million doses, making sure that once the CDC signs off as well, shipments will be ready to go. 2 states, Delaware and Rhode Island, lifting indoor mask mandates, though keeping school mandates in place at least until March. At least 11 states have announced changes to their masking policies this week, with some governors moving to end indoor mandates and some lifting requirements in schools.
I'm feeling like it's premature.
Our friends and our family all come here, and it's nice to show our smiles to everybody.
All this despite the CDC warning their guidance still stands for most Americans to continue wearing masks in indoor public spaces, including schools. And a deadline for roughly 4,000 New York City workers to get vaccinated or face termination.
We are not firing them. People are quitting. You know, the responsibility is clear. We said it. If you hire and you get this job, you have to be vaccinated. If you are not following the rules, you are making that decision.
Hundreds of municipal workers marched across the Brooklyn Bridge in protest. About 95% of city workers have at least 1 vaccine dose.
Iran may be in the middle of negotiating a nuclear deal with the United States, but this morning, it's all about death to America. On the streets of Tehran and in the sky, celebrations saluting the 43rd anniversary of the Islamic Revolution. But the message was the same: down with America. Iran's new, more hardline president, Ibrahim Raisi, marking the day with a defiant tone, denouncing the West. Just this week, Iran unveiling its newest long-range missile, claiming it can evade detection while easily striking Israel and U.S. bases in the region. But playing out behind closed doors, negotiations over Iran's ever-growing nuclear program. Now in a race against the clock, the White House warning the country is just weeks away from having enough fuel for a nuclear bomb, although analysts say it would take at least another year to produce the weapon itself, and then they'd have to test it. The Biden administration working for months to resurrect an Obama-era agreement scrapped by former President Trump, who hoped instituting crippling economic sanctions would push Iran to cut a better deal. With inflation rates soaring over 40%, the people of Iran are feeling the crunch. But its leadership so far showing no signs of yielding.